Morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're the HP Capstone team, and we're excited to present Bridging the Technological Divide, broadening opportunities for K through 12 students in gentrified Austin, Texas. I'll kick us off with some brief introductions. My name is Ayman Balafia. I'm from Arlington, Virginia. I received my Bachelor of Science in Public Health from Virginia Tech last May, and this coming fall, I will start at Guidehouse as an associate consultant.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jake Facciani. I'm from Roanoke, Virginia. I graduated from Virginia Tech with a degree in marketing management. And after I finish up my degree, I plan on working for a creative and innovative marketing company.
Hi, I'm Danny Villarreal. I'm from Springfield, Virginia. I graduated last May with a management degree from Virginia Tech. And after graduation, I will be a full-time consultant with KCIC.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sean Walsh. I graduated from Virginia Tech last year with a degree in management consulting. And post-graduation, I plan to move back to the DC metro area and pursue data analyst and consulting roles.
So over the course of the last 9 months, we've had the privilege of working with Sandy Waller, Tom Persons, and Mara Edelin, as well as their executive assistants, Brandon Petrina and Joyce Derrick, and we want to thank them for their continued support and incredible leadership throughout the year. We also want to thank the CBA staff and our faculty advisor, Dr. Eli Jameson, for their support as well. So to kick off with a brief overview of the project, major redevelopment efforts in Austin, Texas are displacing predominantly African-American and Latino students into lower funded communities and schools as a result of the rising cost of living. And with that, this is widening educational and technological disparities. And so in an effort to address their corporate social responsibility, HP has tasked us with figuring out ways they can enhance support for these underserved students in a culturally sensitive manner. And so to move on to our team objectives, we have delving into the impacts of gentrification, identifying the location of Title I schools in their urban proximity, evaluating existing low-cost or free STEM programs for students, establishing a sustainable blueprint for future replication, and leveraging HP's resources, including their internal talent and technologies. So the first phase of our project consisted of developing a deep understanding of the demographic that we're working with. And so we decided to focus on students from Title I schools, which are public institutions where at least 40% of students qualify for free or reduced lunch. And we were able to leverage Tableau as a resource to visualize all 62 Title I schools in the area. And in our discussions with DEIB experts, we were able to learn that when gentrification is happening in a city like Austin, local governments like to cluster a lot of their low-income residents into specific zip codes, which is why you see more Title I schools in some areas and none in others.
In order to have an effective educational environment, not only do we have to craft a great curriculum, have great instructors, and find students, we also need to make sure that everything is legally compliant and accessible for everybody. Because of this, we look into Texas legal research to make sure that all programs we have will be compliant. Within this, we had to find out that all activities have to cater towards the development within the children that are in the program. There needs to be a specific state license for every single program that we have. All staff have to have the equivalent of a high school GED, and there needs to be at least 30 square feet of space for each child that's in the facility. And now I'll pass it off to Danny and Sean for our recommendations.
Thank you, Jake. So our first recommended solution is a boot camp and an after-school program that would be led and sponsored by HP. Our second recommended solution is to collaborate with already established STEM programs in the Austin area. And our third recommended solution is boosting technology infrastructure. Our blueprint for our second recommended solution includes topics to ensure the sustainability of the solution. The first aspect, diversity, includes prioritizing Title I school students with these programs. The curriculum itself would be enhanced by HP employees that would be volunteering their time for these programs. The venue itself, organizing field trips, it's a great way to engage with these students in an in-person aspect. The logistics, establishing designated positions to oversee these programs, and then the engagement, assessing the employee hours used per month for these programs. And lastly, the legality is ensuring the contracts and all the safety regulations are aligned. The partner options for solution number 2 include Mad Science of Austin and San Antonio, Club SciKids Austin, You Teach Austin, as well as Snapology, All these partner options are a really great option just because they have different age ranges, grade ranges, and are already established within the communities. And for example, Snapology has a scholarship for women that are pursuing STEM-related careers after graduation, another great way that they're already established within the community. And I'll go ahead and pass it to Sean.
As stated, we moved forward with post solution number 2, which is to team up and create partnerships with already established STEM camps in Austin, Texas. The first of these reasons being that it utilizes their expertise, as these programs have already created the curriculum and have the experience of working one-on-one with children in the Austin area to create a great environment and learning experience for them. It also optimizes the labor resources and expertise for HP, as the employees each have 4 hours of allotted volunteer service hours per month. This will allow them to come and go as they please per month without breaking over their overall bandwidth of their actual job description, be able to work on this project as they please. This will also foster connections within the community, as these STEM camps already have the students that they work with within the community. This will allow the employees of HP to work one-on-one with these students and create a strong bond in a type of role model scenario between them. This will also expand the reach, as we are working to do a partnership. This will allow HP and the STEM companies to reach across a broader audience than they may have been able to do if they are working by themselves. It's a cost-efficient and scalable option, as the cost of this project is within HP's budget and can be broken down further into a per student scale. Lastly, this will achieve substantial educational improvements, as we will like to test and monitor how well these students are learning the technology curriculums that we are teaching them, and overall just seeing how it benefits them in the classroom and their future. As this project is not necessarily a monetary return on profit that we're looking to create, instead we're looking to make an impact within the community. So we decided to move forward with the return on impact to monitor how we actually impact the students that are going through the programs. The first of this is to do a feedback session to talk and discuss with the employees of HP and the students participating to see what we can do each year to actually improve the program from an operational and internal standpoint, as well as doing pre-test, midpoint test, and post-test to measure the impact. And like we said, actually see the improvement of knowledge that these students are gaining from before and after the program. Looking back on it, we would like to thank the CBA staff for bringing our team together, as we're all from different backgrounds and have different undergraduate degrees. We felt that this really helped us all have good understanding and have different viewpoints of how to approach this problem, but coming together as a team really benefited and helped us create this optimal solution. Additionally, we'd also like to thank HP and the CBA staff again for giving us the opportunity to travel to our client headquarters and providing us with this opportunity to be in a real life consulting problem and move forward with it over the last 9 months. We'd like to thank everyone for listening to our presentation today, and now opening the floor up for questions.
So one, phenomenal job. I always love this project. From my experience in working with DEIB and College Access, and I know my colleagues here would agree, you guys did a great job. From your experience, what were some of the most challenging aspects of this project?
Yeah, I think when they just came to us with the problem of gentrification, that's not an issue that you can just solve immediately. And so our project is actually the first step in a 10-year blueprint that HP is doing. So when they came to us with like doing a project to address gentrification, that's a boil the ocean question, like a squishy question. So I think it was getting in the right mindset of figuring out like what gentrification is. We looked into different cities to see like what gentrification was doing to different children in the cities, seeing how it was affecting their life. And then after we figured out that, discovering how that we could further just keep progressing within the project. I think also having like a 10-month time span was like a great amount of time that we could keep seeing, like, it was kind of funny, like seeing where the solution would go and then it wouldn't go there and then it would go back and, you know, it's a big problem, but I'm really happy that we got to work on it and like pretty confident that this will end up materially improving a lot of children's lives eventually. So I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to be able to do it.
Hey, so this actually sounds very familiar to the AmeriCorps program. I don't know if you guys are familiar with AmeriCorps at all. But you answered my question with how long that this is gonna take, so like 10 years, but don't know if you're still working with them, but that also might be an option for them as far as a partnership. Partnering with like a literacy coalition in Austin, and that's federally funded as well.
So we'd love to talk to you about that. Yeah.
It's called AmeriCorps State Investment.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to connect on that. And like something we were telling the HP people too is like, we want to all keep hearing about how the project is going. And if they ask us questions, get back to them. I think the project's kind of our baby. So,
Well, this
yeah,
is very big in Florida, so I think it would transition really nicely.
yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
How are you guys gonna measure the success again, the tests? So the pre-test, the test, and then another test?
Yeah, so return on impact is like the term that we decided to move forward with. In the short term, kind of just doing the like pre, post and midpoint test to see how the students perform after they've gone through the program. But with the partnerships, we're working with K-5 and then 6 through 8. So there's just opportunities like for the older kids doing resume workshops, case competitions. And so creating more relevant opportunities that would stick with them and be able to put it on the resume. Or with the younger students, more of just learning sessions and kind of some programs like basic coding competitions and things that would be able to give them a foundation of knowledge to move forward with.
Are the educators held to standards as well?
It's definitely, well, the educators are mainly going to be working with the camp already. So these are people that have already an educational background. And that's like I guess the strategic advantage of partnering with already existing STEM programs in Austin is that the HP people that would be coming in and volunteering, they already have like the HP side and they have their technical know-how, but the people that are within the programs already have the educational knowledge and background and standards.